Hey YouTube, Scapegoat here, and today we're going over the new Appliancer archetype in the Collection Pack 2020, but before we do that, I just want to go over the contest that we're having on this channel for the blue Scapegoat plush. It's the official OCG Scapegoat plush that you can win. All you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and also be a follower on Twitch, so you can just subscribe here, and then below there should be a link to all my social media if you want to do that, but that's pretty much it. And then also on the Discord below, we're also doing tournaments. You can win the Toei deck box and stuff like that. So be sure to follow all that stuff. Well, let's get right into it. We're going to go into that, and we have the appliances right here. So we're going to start off with the monsters and then go forward. So Appliancer Sock Troll is a level 1 Dark Machine effect monster, 100 attack and defense. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn, and the second effect once per turn. If you control an Appliancer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, so that's pretty cool. It's an extender, so it's definitely going to be helpful to get your links out. If another Appliancer Sock Troll is special summoned to your side of the field while you control this monster, you can special summon one Appliancer Sock Troll from your deck. So apparently it's like tour guide for its own card. So if you have another Appliancer Sock Troll, yeah, okay. So if you have this on the field, then you summon another one, you can summon a third one. So that doesn't sound too great off the bat. I mean, it's definitely cool that they're getting like more special summons. Like it's good as an extender, but it has a potential additional effect to get another monster that's not as good as it could be. It should have just been like a regular tour guide, I would think, getting any of the other ones from the deck, because there's only 2 other ones and they're all low level. But let's go to the next one. It is a Appliancer Break Bunkle. It's a level 1 water machine effect monster, 0 attack and 0 defense. During damage calculation, if your Appliancer monster battles an opponent's monster, you can discard this card. Your battling monster is not destroyed by that battle, and also you take no battle damage. So if you were worried about your monster dying from battle or taking lethal, you can discard this and you should be okay for that very battle. So it'll still die in the next battle, which is, not looking too hot right now for Appliancers. If an Appliancer monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from the graveyard or field instead. So it's got built-in graveyard protection. So it's good that there's some utility in the graveyard currently. These aren't looking like they're the best cards, but they're like a cool like rogue or like, other sort of strategy, fun character deck, whatever you want to call it. And the last one from the main deck, we have Appliancer Copybocal. He's a level 1 Dark Machine effect monster, 0 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the names 1 and 2 effects once per turn. You can target one Appliancer monster you control, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, this card's name becomes that Appliancer until the end phase. So that kind of helps with Sock Troll, I guess, to help trigger the effect. So that's pretty decent. It's a semi-extender, I guess. Yeah, pretty much an extender. So this one and the first one pretty much getting you all the summons to make all your links. In the second effects, during your main phase, except this turn, this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target one Appliancer monster you control. Special summon one monster with the same name from your hand. Okay, so they've got some like very like odd effects to get you more cards, but they like mesh well, but they don't seem like they'll proc too often, or they're not like worth the risk, if you can even say that. It's just not worth playing, essentially. Like this deck's not looking too great. That's pretty much what I'm getting to. But we have the links now, so hopefully the links will end up changing my mind. So a Dark Machine Link effect monsters card is Appliancer Celipus, 0 attack, Link 2. 2 Appliancer monsters, so you need to use Appliancers. Your opponent's monsters cannot target this linked card for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target this linked card with card effects. It was a mouthful to say. So he's got a lot of protection, so he can't be attacked, and then he can't be targeted with effects, so that's pretty good. He could still, non-targeting destruction or sending or whatever. And you can also just attack the appliancers that it points to. but we'll try to read more. The second part of it is during damage calculation, if your appliance or link monster co-linked to this card battles an opponent's monster, your battling monster gains 1,000 attack for each monster co-linked to this card. So I guess they'll gain more attack based on how many monsters are co-linked, so that'll be pretty cool. Obviously, since it's 0 attack, you might want to beef it up, so I'm sure the arrows will all point to each other. Once per turn, if an appliance or link monster you control that is not co-linked to this card is destroyed by battle, you can draw 1 card. So you get a draw out of it. Not too crazy. Alright, so the second one, Water Machine Link effect. It is Appliancer Kappa scale. You need 1 Appliancer monster to make it. It is a link 1, 0 attack. You can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn, and the second effect once per turn each. Card cannot be used as a link material the turn that it's summoned, so that kind of stinks. You contribute this co-linked card to special summon 1 appliance or link monster from your graveyard, except Kappa scales, so that's pretty cool. You can get one of the higher link scaled link monsters. I'm getting scales, monsters, and all this stuff mixed up. So you contribute it to pretty much Monster Reborn Another Link. That's pretty cool. Then the second effect is you contribute this card that is not co-linked to special summon 1 level 4 or lower appliance or monster from your graveyard. So one of the 3 level 1s that we went over, which I guess that's cool if you want to get a way to have more come out, especially if you can combo them off with the ones from hand. That one seems okay. This one is Appliancer Vacuum Elephant. Dark Machine, Link Monster, 1000 attack, Link 1, 1 Appliancer Link Monster, 1 Appliancer Regular Monster, I'm sorry. You can only use the 1 effect of this card and the second effect of this card once per turn each. Cannot be used as a link material the turn of the summon, so it seems like all these monsters have that clause, which kind of stinks. You can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard and target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. So it's got destruction, but it's targeting, so it's, give and take. It's pretty okay. If this card is co-linked, you can target 1 monster in your opponent's main monster zone, destroy it. Again, it's destruction and it's targeting. It's okay though. It's removal at least. And the third effect is this card can attack directly when it is not co-linked. So you get some damage, I guess, in there too. This one looks pretty neat. It's Appliancer Laundry Dragon, Water Machine Link Monster, 1500 attack. You use 1 Appliancer monster. Cannot be used as a link material the turn it's link summoned. Neither player takes battle damage from attacks involving this card. Once per turn, after damage calculation, if this card is co-linked and battles an opponent's monster, you can banish that monster. So that's pretty cool. That's probably the best effect I've read so far. The effect that you can just banish the card, so as long as you're protecting it from battle or it's not losing from the battle. After damage calculation, so yeah, if the monster has a higher attack, it'll die. So you want to be able to protect it. The third effect is once per turn after damage calculation, if this card that is not co-linked battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy that opponent's monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. That's also pretty cool. So yeah, if you can manage to keep him on the field and keep attacking into your opponent's monsters, you can either do damage or spot removal by banishing cards. So it's pretty neat. I think that's the best one so far, based on removal. Appliancer Dryer Drake. It's a Fire Machine Link effect monster, 0 attack, Link 1, Appliancer monster, and it can't be used as a material the turn that it's summoned. This co-linked card gains 1000 attack. So that's pretty neat. Second effect is once during your battle phase, if this card is co-linked, quick effect, you can switch the locations of 2 Appliance or Link monsters in your main monster zones, including this card, and if you do, the other monster can make a second attack during the battle phase. I guess that's cool in the case of Laundry Dragon, if you wanted to get rid of more cards. Other than that, I don't really see any other utility. I guess the other one can attack directly. You can make that attack twice. But I think the only good part of this is using Laundry Dragon to get 2 attacks that will destroy your banished cards. Once per turn, when this card is not co-linked, you can, and it's targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack. So it can negate the attack or make a monster get 2 attacks. So it's pretty neat interaction. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best. So yeah, I think Laundry Dragon, and then this card in this card's okay. The one that can special from graveyard's okay too. Nothing like mind blowing so far though. Now the spell cards. This is just a regular normal spell. It's called Appliance or Reuse. I'm assuming it's a monster reborn. So target one Appliance or monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen a reborn spell that does that so far. So you special summon your monster, and then you link it away, and then it goes to the bottom of your deck. So that's pretty neat. It's kind of there's a card that does that. I forget what it was though. When it leaves the field, it just goes back to the bottom of your deck. Destrudo, I think it's Destrudo. Appliancer test, and there's Robotic Knight in the card art. Normal spell, you can only activate one card with this name once per turn. Target one Appliancer Link monster you control. Special summon as many Link 1 Appliancer Link monsters as possible from your graveyard to the zones it points to, but banish the summoned monsters during the end phase. So I guess that's just good for going into link climbing, I guess, right? So I'm assuming you want to summon, you only have a link 2, right? Yeah, so you're only summoning this guy and hoping you're getting like 2 of these dudes out. Whatever works, right? Probably these 2. But you probably want to get rid of them because they're going to get banished, right? And they can't be used the turn that they're link summoned. Alright, but if they're special summoned in that way, you can special summon the other link monsters. So that's pretty neat. Yeah. That's pretty okay. So there's like a semi soul charge, a semi reborn, and then we have a field spell. The field spell is called Appliancer Electrifical World. Field spell, you can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. First effect is when this card's activated, you can add one Appliancer from your deck to your hand. So you get one Rhoda type of card, you're adding it. Second effect, once per turn, if you link summon an Appliancer Blink monster, you can add one Appliancer monster from your graveyard to your hand, so you get reusability, some recursion from graveyard to hand. That's not too bad. Third effect is once per turn, when an Appliancer monster declares an attack, you can move one Appliancer monster you control to another main monster zone. Let's see what they're doing with the moving around the zones, and some being co-linked, some not being co-linked. You want to get the beneficial effects from either of the cards. So that kind of makes sense. So that's pretty much it for the review of this archetype, going over what it is. If I had to give my input on it, I wouldn't say it's a very good one. The Numeron one's definitely the best one. The Fossil one's not too great, but I would consider it the second best, and this is probably the last of the 3. But it's honestly not as bad as some of the stuff Konami's put out in the past. Like, this is a usable deck. It's just not, one of the best decks. It's like a viable rogue or a fun deck if you want to play a character deck. And this deck's based off of Robapi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, so it's pretty cool. And they kind of look like ghetto Morphtronics too, but they're pretty funny. So let me know which one is your favorite in the comments below. My favorite is the cell phone or socket troll or whatever this is. But let me know what your favorite one is. If you guys like the archetype, if you're going to be picking up, you're going to play it. If you want me to do a duel video with it, I can definitely do a duel video with it for fun. But let me know, and don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, do whatever. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy and have a nice day.